Hello YouTube, thanks for coming to visit me on my channel. This is Greg. When I frequent to go out in the woods these days, I prefer hanging in hammocks than sleeping on the ground in tents. And so from start to finish, I'm going to dump my pack on the ground and throw it all together so you can see how simple a hammock could be. So let me grab my pack. I'm going to go this way. Okay, let's see. I'm going to have to shut this off. Hang on. Okay, here we go back again. Typically what I do is this is a Eagle's Nest Outfitters hammock with this is the double nest with a 700 fill down under quilt, and inside is a 700 fill down top quilt. And I will typically hang the whole stuff together on its suspension and stuff it in my pack and pull it out the same way. If this was me and in for the night, I'd go ahead and pull the tarp over on this side and stick it all down. Typically I'll find out which way the wind is blowing, which right now is at my face. These little clips here, I love these carabiner things. You can use them to get in there, to clip on the underquilt to hold it together to be especially snug at night, and usually those two will clip well around the foot box. Hammock underquilt is I think almost 8 feet long, covers shoulders and feet, all the vital parts of the hammock, and I don't know how many minutes that was before I turned the camera around, but that's about as complicated as it gets. When I'm ready to put it all away, I will typically, under the tarp, unclip it and hang the carabiners that hold the hammock up on the mule tape ridge line, pull them into the middle, start stuffing it into this contractor bag that's in my pack. And once I have all that in, I'll tuck the carabiners in, pull off the Atlas straps, throw them on top, pull off the tarp, fold it up, stick it in the Kelty bag, and all of it goes in the top of my pack. The only thing that's down there really in the bottom now is half a dozen pairs of darn tough wool socks, some primary layers, all the clothes that I typically take out with me on the trail. Food bag is at the very bottom of that, it has 4 days worth of stuff. There's not really much else that I carry when I go hiking on the trail. This is it. This pack I think is an 80 liter, 75, 80 liter. Typically in the summertime I'll switch to a Hennessy Expedition ASIM with a zipper entry. It's a little thicker so the bugs don't bite through it, and it has a built-in bug net. It has its own hex tarp that's made out of cell nylon, and the hammock and the tarp go in snake skins to make for a pretty easy entry. Same kind of deal. I'll hang up the suspension straps. The ridge line is attached. The hammock and ridge line get attached to the straps. Tarp goes over the top, and it all comes out in their snake skins pretty quick. Not a bad deal. For wintertime, this stuff doesn't weigh a whole lot. It just takes up a lot of space. I have a stuff sack that will take the underquilt and the top quilt and mash them down to the size of maybe a softball, but down really shouldn't be mashed up like that for too long. Typically when I'm at home with it, I'll take it out of the bag and hang it by its carabiners in the gear room just so it can loft out and fluff up and do its down thing. Okay, thanks so much. See you next time.